Behram here and welcoming you to module number 3 of the reported speech or the direct and indirect speech, my friends. We have already done 2 important changes. The first one was the punctuation and the second one was change of the tense of the reported verb, andar ka tense, and we did it with the rap by Behram. And here is a rap, my dear friends. Let's recap it. Bahar ka tense past to hich andar change kar. Present ko tu past mein kar. Past ko tu past perfect mein kar. Am, is, are, was, were mein badal. Have or has ko had mein badal. In the sentence, may becomes might. Can becomes could. Will, would, shall, should. There's no change for all the proverbs, habitual actions, universal truths. Let's say it again. Sing with me. Bahar ka tense past to which andar change kar. Present ko tu past mein kar. Past ko tu past perfect mein kar. Am, is, are, was, were mein badal. Have or has ko had mein badal. In the sentence, may becomes might. Can becomes could. Will, would, shall, should. There's no change for all the proverbs, habitual actions, universal truths. And my dear friends, let's take a few sentences based on what we have learned. Supriya said, I'm writing a book on dieting. Oh yes, she's so slim and fit. Okay, joking. Here we are. Now, can you see? Bahar ka tense is past. Therefore, the tense of the reported verb will change. And am, is, are becomes was, were. We know that and that's our answer. Clear? Fantastic. Look at the next one. Kevin said to Aryan, I've been trying to dance since years. Kevin, you're not alone. Even I have been trying to dance. Anyway, the reporting verb here, said to, becomes told. Because when there is a listener or when you know the person to whom it is addressed, then said to becomes told. So, it's in the past tense. Fantastic. Therefore, have or has ko had mein badal. You are absolutely correct. Fantastic. Moving on to the third one. Samir said, I spoke to John yesterday. Fantastic. Reporting verb is said, which is past tense, and therefore past becomes past perfect. Past ko tu past perfect mein kar. Fantastic. So we have had spoken. Isn't this awesome, my friends? The rules guide you exactly every time. Accurate. The teacher said, a stitch in time saves 9. Even though the reporting verb is in the past, what is expressed in the direct speech is a proverb. So, my dear friends, there will be no change. A stitch in time saves 9 even in the answer because it is a proverb. Amazing, my friends. And now we can safely look at the last sentence in this. She said, they may have read as you like it. In the sentence, may becomes might. Absolutely, my friends. So you can see may becoming might in the indirect speech. Clear? Moving on, my dear friends. Now, change number 3, the change in pronouns or possessive adjectives. Here we are, my friends. How do the pronouns change depending upon the subject or the object? Subject, suppose he said to her is there. Obviously, subject is the noun or the pronoun before the verb. So, subject is he and object is her. In this sentence, there are 3 pronouns in the direct speech. I, they and you. Let's identify whether they are first person, second person or third person. Fantastic. First person. Which are the first person pronouns? I and we. You can clearly see there is an I there. Awesome. Second person. You. You can clearly see there is a you there. And third person. He, she, it, they. And you can clearly see there is a they there. Now, how do we change these pronouns? Simple. If you see the first person, then in the answer, it will change to the subject. Always. Which means in this sentence, I will change to he. Easy? As easy as that. Fantastic. If you see the second person, then it will change to object. Which means in this sentence, you is going to change to her. Isn't that fantastic? It's a magic trick. You can use it every time. And if you see the third person, believe me, my dear friends, there is no change. As easy as that? Yes, my dear friends. So let's look at the answer. He told her that he didn't know. Absolutely. Because first person becomes subject. Where they, because they will not change, had seen her. Why her? Because second person becomes object. Fantastic. And the third person does not change. My dear friends, all you need to remember here is 1, 2, 3, S-O-N. 1, 2, 3, S-O-N. First person becomes subject, second person becomes object, and the third person, there is no change. Fantastic. Let's do a sentence on this. My teacher said to me, you shall not enter the class. Answer. My teacher told me that shall becomes should. That's fantastic. Now, what will happen to you? Object. Who is the object? Me. I. That I should not enter the class is my answer. Is it easy? It's awesome and it works every single time. The boy said, I saw you at the party last night. Now, first of all, I is the first person, so he becomes he. Why? The boy. So the boy said that he had seen. And here, second person is not mentioned. Could be him, could be her. So this is what we have, that he had seen either him or her at the party the previous night. The previous night? Yes, my dear friends, that's exactly what we are doing next. The change in words. How did last night become the previous night? Here, my dear friends, Nitin said, I'm happy now. Remember the sentence? Nitin said that he was happy then. How did now become then? Yes, these are words expressing time and distance. Let's take a quick look at these words. Here they are. In the direct speech, if I have now, in direct speech it becomes then. This will become that. Ago will become before. Today will become that day. Yesterday will become the day before in the indirect speech. Here will become there. These will become those. My dear friends, come will become go. For example, the student said to Behram, come here. The student told Behram to go there. See, because here becomes there and come becomes go. Tomorrow will become the next day. Tonight will become that night. Last night will become the previous night or the night before. Continuing, my friends, sorry. Behram said to Deepa, my wife, sorry. Always. Behram apologized to Deepa. Simple as that. Thank you. Thanked. Said goodbye. Bid goodbye. Said hello. So suppose the student said to the teacher, hello. The students greeted the teacher in the indirect narration. Good morning. Wished a good morning. Good evening. Wished a good evening. Said yes. Replied in the affirmative, or you can say agreed. And said no. Replied in the negative, or you can say disagreed. These are the words that change from the direct to the indirect. From the direct to the indirect. Fantastic. And I'm going to see you in the next module, my dear friends, with only the connective, the last fifth change. See you there.